just cried. I just realized this is one of those moments where I realized how I keep adding on to the pressure, the pattern of pressure that I feel, the rush that I feel. For years together, I have worked on this, healing myself from the rush. Like in corporate world, it was very, very usual. But as I started my own business, I felt it used to be like, I have to do it quick and I have to keep going and all of that. Hard work and pressure and rush is what I realized I had. So I took years for me to heal myself from that and create a structure in my business that I don't need to be in that rush mode all the time, right? But today was this moment where I realized, oh my God, I'm still continuing to add to that pressure in some way. So what happened was my husband, so I love taking dance videos. And when I come out with my husband and my son on any trip, we always see in these fancy locations, but I want to dance, but I still don't feel as comfortable because I'm not that of an expert here in choreo and dancing. So I feel a little conscious, but I also want to take videos. So I asked my husband to do it sometimes. So he doesn't like it as much, but sometimes he do. So today was one of those days. He's like, okay, but he was half-hearted in it. So there was this one moment where he was doing it. And I think we had multiple takes, and I was very critical of the video. So I was like continuing to keep going. And then he wasn't liking it as much, and I was seeing his reactions and still continuing to do it. And then there was this moment where I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Because I just had that realization my body is crying. Because this was the same pressure I'm trying to heal myself from years. And here I am doing this dance on the beach, which is already affecting my nervous system, and feeling that pressure to do it quick and to do it right. And feeling like I'm not able to, and I'm still continuing rather than stopping and like I don't even need this. Why am I doing this dance? This is not important. My emotional state is important. This is a movement. I was continuing, and that's when it hit me. I'm like, yes, this is it. This identification of these moments where you are in a pattern and you keep going, that's where we have to stop. That's what change work is about. Stopping, tapping, doing that bilateral stimulation, all the exercises of pattern interrupts that I teach you. This is the work that I have to keep doing on myself, right? And it's so important because the decades together that we have subjected ourselves to these, we're not going to be able to change these patterns overnight. But this continuous focus on our emotional states, this focus on this prioritization of our emotional states is way more important than what you're producing. And that's why I'm so glad that I found this moment. And then another thing happened. I was just processing this. I left everything and I was like, I'm just going to take a walk to process this and tap on it a bit to release this emotion. And then I'm walking and I'm processing and I'm crying. And there's this woman who said, excuse me, can you take a picture of us? They were two friends. And then again, that pressure came out. Like, you should, Kavita, you should take a picture. You should be nice to them. You know, it's just a picture. You always ask other people for pictures. But the other part, I was like, what? Like, why? You are in that emotional space. Will you deprioritize that right now and go take a picture because you should? Or should you just take care of your emotional state? I was like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to take care of my emotional state. So I just said to her, I'm sorry, I'm not in a space right now to be able to take a picture. And of course, you know how people are. People obviously give you attention for a few seconds and then they go back to their own lives, right? But it's about me. If I continue to do those things in spite of the pressure, in spite of the rush, in spite of this feeling that I feel in my body that is an indicator of a pattern that's not intentional, then I'm not going to be able to heal myself fully. And you know what I realized? This is the pressure that I've been trying to heal from, and this is the pattern that's stopping me from really going after the big goals that I have. Because I want to I have big desires. I want to I know this coaching, I know this change work is so helpful to bring so much solace in this world and so much goodness in this world. I know women leaders like you need more of this work so you can change the world in all of the beautiful ways, right? And I want to do that. But for us to be able to do that, we have to first prioritize our emotional state, my friend. We have to first prioritize healing and make it a bigger priority than anything else. So I have to keep telling myself, in spite of being a coach and a hypnotist, I have to keep reminding myself in those moments, Kavita, how you feel is way more important than what you do, what you produce, about the dance videos, about the words that you say, about the productivity. Nothing else is more important than how you feel. And this is what I want to offer you, my friend. The way you feel is really everything. And it takes a hell lot of focus to be able to change, if especially you've had decades of patterns that have led to unintentional states. So this is my bid as we approach the new year, to give you a strong enough pitch to prioritize your emotional state, my friend, because it is really, really important for the change work that you're going to do in this world and change the world in the ways that is going to be so beautiful.